Internet. My name is Tipsy Villain, and welcome to the Yawhg. This is an RPG game. It's based off of tabletop RPGs, but it's like you're supposed to play it with your friends. Just gather around the computer. So it's really old school. So anyway, but I don't have friends, so I'm going to be playing it with you. So just of it is there's this thing, you don't know what it is, it's called the Yawhg, and it's going to attack your medieval village, and you need to prepare to stop it, or not prepare, because you don't know what's coming. Well, let's just choose our characters, shall we? Okay. I'm going to be Blue, because she looks like Catwoman. Now, you choose your character. Just shout it at the screen. What's that? Are you saying yellow? Okay, that's just what I would have chosen. Okay, anyway, let's continue. Let's get to this. The Yawhg will be here in 6 weeks, and no one expects it. Well, that settles it. It's the Spanish Inquisition, because no one expects the Spanish Inquisition. Not one of us. We just keep on living our lives week by week unaware. Okay, so got a bunch of different places you can choose from where to go to prepare: slums, hospital, tavern, palace, gardens, alchemy tower, arena, and forest. But if I'm Catwoman, I should probably start out in the slums, 'cause I'm a thief and an anti-hero. You spend the week performing petty theft. You gain 1 wealth and 2 finesse. One night you hear cheering coming from an alleyway. Peering in, you see a crowd of men cheering on dogs violently ripping each other apart. One of the men spots you and asks, "Oi, would you like to participate in our little betting game?" Don't know what accent that was supposed to be, but whatever. Okay. We have 0 skill, so I'm gonna go ahead and bet that we won't be able to stop the dog fights. Let's just bet on him. We need the money. We're not an anti-hero, we're a villain. You put down a bit of coin to bet on the dog's bloody brawls. You'll lose 1 wealth. After a night of betting on the dogs, making bloody messes of each other, you manage to earn 2 wealth. Well, that was somewhat fruitful, I guess. Now it's your turn. Choose where you want to go. Okay, well, obviously I'm going to make executive decisions here, so your little dude looks kind of like a student, so why don't we have him go to the alchemy tower? Brew potions! Because he's an evil sorcerer, like Shang Tsung! You spend the week experimenting with different potion brews. You gain 2 magic and 1 mind. One day you hear one of the alchemists shout, "Eureka!" When you look over to see what he has done, you spot a small, previously dead ferret come to life. "I figured out the antidote to death," the alchemist claims. "Alright, Herbert West, whatever you say." The undead ferret lets out a horrific noise and lumbers about slowly. Sounds adorable. Praise his accomplishment, hell yeah. It's a little zombie ferret. I've always wanted a pet zombie. That's amazing, you say, slightly discomforted by the ferret's presence. You didn't hurt the alchemist's feelings, because you're such a nice guy. You gain 1 charm. They say the last time it came, the Yawhg devoured houses whole, stole lives, tore families and family members apart. Well, that's the Spanish Inquisition for you. They're pretty bad dudes. But that was so very long ago. Okay, week 2. Week 2. Where should Catwoman go? Well, I bet we should, how about spend our wealth drinking in the tavern. Yeah. You spend the entire week getting wasted. That's how you live it up, Catwoman. You gain 2 charm and 1 physique. You think your physique would go down from getting wasted? I mean, I'm just saying, you don't feel that great after one day and a week. And one day, an impromptu drinking contest is held. Of course I'm going to enter. I don't care if I lose. You down pint after pint, drinking as if your life depended on it. You end up blacking out. When you come to, you find yourself in a home you didn't recognize and only your underwear. Well, sounds like we had quite the night. Your clothes are nowhere to be found. You seem to be the only one home. What happened? You had a great fucking time? That's what happened? And no one can tell you otherwise. As if you don't remember, you must have had a good time. Alright, your turn. Well, student, you don't have any money. Maybe try to earn some working in the hospital? You tend to patients under the guise You tend to patients, but you're actually studying anatomy so you can create your own undead ferrets. Because you're an evil sorcerer with one wealth. Not a wealthy sorcerer, but one day a patient whose voice has been cursed and replaced with piano notes will not stop talking. All the other patients are complaining that his voice is making the hospital even more depressing. The doctors have tried convincing him to stop talking, but to no avail. Sing? Heck yes! You start trying to sing along with his voice. You try to sing along, but you just can't hit the right notes. Ouch! The sound gets progressively sadder and sadder. It was honest in a heartbeat, or so the stories go. The earth shook. The air went still. Okay, week 3. Week 3. Catwoman, maybe you should try to increase your wealth by betting on fights. Cause that worked out well with the dog fighting. Spend the week placing bets on your favorite fighters. Oh, come on, 0 wealth. While wandering the hallways between matches, you spot your former lover, Kelly. An awkward exchange happens in which you want to know how they're doing without seeming to care too much. Okay. After a few minutes, Jean, one of the most popular fighters in the arena, butts into the conversation. Hey Kelly, sorry to interrupt, but we've got to leave right away if we want to make it to your mother's on time. Screw your mother. You say an awkward goodbye as they walk off holding hands. How do you feel? I'm pissed! You become extremely grumpy for the rest of the week. You lose 1 charm. Okay. Well, you're no fun to be around. You channel your rage into working out. That's how it's done, Catwoman. Maybe now with your extra physique, you can seduce Bruce Wayne. Get the town rich, honey. Okay. You've been working pretty hard, so why don't we have you go dance in the palace? You spend the week attending fancy gatherings. Oh, look at him, he's having so much fun. You gain 2 charm and 1 finesse. One day, the court jester reproaches you. Would you like to learn to juggle? He asks excitedly. Heck yes! Sure. You spend the day with the jester practicing your juggling technique. You improve dramatically. You gain 2 finesse, and another 2 finesse. You're so smooth. You happily pay the jester for his services. You lose 1 wealth. It's fine. And then the world was a howling fury. I guess people really hate your juggling. Chaos, screaming, the sound of all we knew being pulled in half. Week 4. Week 4. Should probably be paying more attention to our stats now. So she seems to be good at physique and physique. So maybe have her do something that'll build her muscles, like chopping wood in the forest. You spend the week cutting down trees for the village. You You gain 2 physique and earn 1 wealth. One day you stumble upon a dryad, like a nymph, picking flowers in a field. Upon noticing you, she runs up to you excitedly. "Excuse me, miss, would you care to dance?" she asks. "I've been wanting to dance for so long, but nobody else has been around to dance with," she sighs. "No, I'll never dance." "Of course I'll dance." She giggles and takes you by the hand. "Looks like I'm getting lucky tonight." She starts humming out a song and the 2 of you dance together in the middle of the forest. You accidentally step on her toes several times while dancing. At the 3rd time, she stops you. She thanks you for the dance and lips off into the night. You practice dancing a little. You gained 1 finesse, but apparently I did not gain a girlfriend. Oh well, plenty of fish in the sea, Catwoman. Okay, Yellow. You are good at finesse, charm, and mind. You see what's in the gardens. Want to build... For neither of them. I think landscape would build finesse or physique, and meditation would probably build mind. Well, let's try our hand at landscaping. Oh, that's cute. You spend the week maintaining the plants in the royal garden. You gain 1 finesse, 1 physique, and earn 1 wealth. One day, on your way home from the park, you come across a golden ring in the grass. Wear the ring, 'cause it'll get you some sexy ladies. Upon placing the ring on your finger, orange glowing markings appear on the outside of the band. The markings unravel themselves from the ring and swirl in front of you. They form what appears to be a fully armored ghost, radiating a beautiful orange light. The ghost turns to you and nods seductively before walking away. The ring looks good on you. Gain 1 charm. That was cute. When it arrives this time, how will we fare? Will we once more rebuild, move on, be strong? Or have we forgotten? Okay, it's definitely getting foggier out. That's quite foreboding. Is this like a hurricane or something? How the hell will we fight a hurricane? I was reading a review. I heard that this was like an analogy for like Hurricane Katrina, Hurricane Sandy, but I don't know. We'll see. Why don't we have Catwoman return to the slums and this time fight for justice? Yeah! You spend the week outsmarting and beating up criminals. You gain 1 mind, 1 physique, and 1 finesse. One night, a man walks up to you. "Excuse me, miss. Feeling a little lonely tonight?" "For a small amount of coin, I can make you feel good all night." "Oh yeah, Catwoman's a player. Sure, I'll hire you, sexy male prostitute." You hand him over a small sack of coins. You lose 2 wealth. On your way to your house, you start talking about philosophy, history, magic, everything really. The 2 of you have an amazing conversation that goes well into the morning. You gain 2 mind and 1 charm. The man apologizes for the lack of sex, but thanks you for the chat. What? Oh, okay, Catwoman. I guess you're not as much of a player as we thought. He refunds you half of what you spent. Okay. I can't believe that just happened. I really can't. Okay. Smooth player. Why don't we have you go back to the hospital and clean up? You spend the week steeling your mind against the horrors of the hospital, making sure it is clean as can be. You gain 1 mind, 1 physique, and earn 1 wealth. That's good. One day you hear spooky sounds echoing through the hospital. Soon afterwards, a glowing blue ghost floats down from the ceiling. She seems to be wandering the halls aimlessly, howling out horrible noises. She doesn't appear to realize she is freaking everyone out. You decide to do something about it. Talk calmly or vaporize her. Well, we're more smart and charming than You are magical, so let's talk to her? You approach the spirit and try to explain to her the effect she's having on the sick. She seems to understand what you're telling her and apologizes for bothering everybody. She walks through a wall never to be seen again. Well, that worked out well. A doctor tosses you a sack of coins as a way of saying thanks. Gain 2 wealth. Yawhg. It's almost here. Almost. Week 6. Yeah, really foggy. Okay. She's got physique and finesse. So maybe have her fight in the arena this time. You spend the week fighting brutes in the arena. You gain 2 physique and 1 finesse. One day, while wandering around the hall, you spot Jean. Punch her in the face! As you walk by, you take a swing. Jean tries to duck, but you're too fast. Your fist connects and knocks several of Jean's teeth loose. Take that, Jean! That's what you get for seducing Catwoman's man. Your rage ends up severely injuring someone. You lose 1 charm and 1 mind. Oh well. That was a nice punch, though. You gain 2 physique and 2 finesse. You're a bad person, Catwoman. Okay, Yellow, what should we have you do? Maybe go back to the gardens, meditate? You spend the week in deep meditation. You gain 1 magic and 2 mind. You're so smart. One day you come across an elderly man snoozing on the grass. You there, young person. He waves you over. I'm having an awful time trying to nap in the bright sun. Do you mind giving me some shade? Sure, of course we will. You just seem to pass as you stand in the hot sun, the wizened old man sleeping peacefully in your shadow. The sun is sweltering, and after some hours you begin to feel faint. Gradually, everything grows dark. That's why we need to stay hydrated. When you waken, it is evening in the garden, and an ancient gnarled tree stands where the old man was sleeping. Because now he's shading you. How nice. For witnessing the miraculous event, you gain 1 magic. The storm, called it, arrives in the night. By the morning, it still rages. For 3 full days, the tempest puts us through a grinder, drowns us, crushes us, ruins us. But then it ends. We see the graveyard our home has become. Our home. Does anything yet live? Is it? Are we past saving? Okay. So we were preparing not for, to fight the Yawhg, but how to rebuild after. Got a couple of things to choose from: leader, builder, conjurer, doctor, spelter, tailor, looter, and town drunk. Why would anyone choose to be the town drunk? Okay. Catwoman is high on physique and finesse, so it stands to reason she'd make a good builder. You take it upon yourself to help rebuild the town by hand. You rebuild homes at breakneck speed, impressing the rest of the survivors. This helps the rebuilding effort significantly. And you are smart and smooth. So, yeah, doctor. You take it upon yourself to help the sick and injured from the Yawhg. You're able to keep most patients in stable condition. Some are even able to get up and back to work in no time. This helps the survival effort quite a bit, but not significantly. And so, we set about our tasks, once more living our lives, this time in a way we might never have expected or even wanted. But in the end, it was a struggle, but a struggle we never abandoned. Though our home had been stripped apart, we did not let it languish, and whether we succeed or fail, we did our best. Who knows if the Yawhg will ever visit us again? Who knows if we will can ever be ready for it? Okay. With the town being rebuilt, you don your costume once more, eager to fight crime. In an odd twist of events, the Yawhg appears to have brought everyone closer together. You can't seem to find even a trace of criminal activity in the town. You travel to new lands in search of crime that must be punished. Yeah! New warrior for hire! While the town is being rebuilt, you go back to meditating in the park. You spend weeks at a time sitting in one spot, trying to cross to another plane of existence. After years of attempts at self-sacrifice, you finally manage to cross over to the astral realm. How exciting! You come to find that the astral realm is exactly like the normal world, except everyone's eyes are slightly smaller. Well, that sucks. You don't know how to get back. Oh no. Well, that was a really good game. I thought it was quite interesting. It'd be interesting to see, like, try to, like, get some of the other things, like, see what happens if you become, like, the leader, or probably should have paid more attention to stats when we played. Anyway, I'm Tipsy Villain, and this was the Yawhg. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to check out the game for yourself, download is in the description below, as always. Also, they're trying to get this greenlit on Steam, so if you could go and vote to greenlight it, that would be awesome. If you liked what you saw, click like or subscribe, and be sure to tell all your friends about me on your social media account. If you didn't like what you saw, tell no one.